Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of uh, Excel Basics. Okay, so today we're going to learn about functions. Okay, it's more specifically, previously we have done just basic plus minus basic mathematical operations. Now we're going to go into functions. Now if you remember, if you don't really understand what functions are, okay, in mathematical terms, functions are basically like a machine. It changes it. So like let's say if you put in a machine some metal parts, and then the machine will do its magic, and then it will produce a different thing. So functions are same thing. Okay, basically we're putting in different values inside, and then they'll produce the final value in accordance to what formula that we want, in accordance to the blueprint. Okay, so in today we're going to learn about a few functions. Sum, average, max, and minimum. So I believe all of you know what sum means. Sum is basically adding up everything. Okay, so how do we use the sum function? There's a few ways. Okay, you can type, if you remember, if you have much experience like me, you probably be able to remember it. Another way is you can try. If you press A, they will come out a list. Okay, but in accordance to what you want. But if you don't see it here, you have to try a different alphabet. Okay, so in this case, what I want is sum. All right. So Excel nowadays, they actually nicely uh, added include an explanation of what is it that you are looking for. So if you I can't really show it here. I don't know why it's not appearing on the screen, but you can try it yourself and it'll probably appear. So once I have this sum and bracket, okay, I can highlight all the things that I want to sum it up. So this will be the range in which all the values inside this range, I want the total of it. Okay, press enter, I will get it. And if I drag it all down, I will get the same thing. Okay, now it works both ways. It doesn't just work for each row, it can also work for the columns. Okay, if I just put it here and then enter, and then I just drag it all the way, and then I will get the same thing. Okay, so I'll be able to see the total in for each month, as well the total for the juniors, adults, families, seniors, and etc. Okay, so this will be very helpful for your analysis. Yeah. Okay, another function that that will be very much useful is the average. So you can just type that average. Oops, average. So average, we don't want to average the total as total. We just want to average this four. Okay, we can press enter, and then we bring it down. Right, so we can know that the average sales for the month, for each month, then we'll be able to see here. Okay. Uh, yeah. Sorry. Now, this is just one way of doing it. There's also another way. Okay. Now, I could, if you don't remember the formulas, the functions that you want to use, all right, there's another way to search for it. You can go to the formulas. Now you look at here. This is the function library. You can actually search for it. So you can click on insert function. So let's say I want to say add up everything. Oops, that is not a good one. Addition. No, not really what I'm looking for. Sum. Yeah, sum. So you can have everything all here together, or select a category, recommended. So this is the one you want, sum, and then yeah, it automatically help you select which range do you want to have. Okay, so this is one of the good things about using the function library, but as you have more experience, you'll probably not need to use this anymore. Okay, so again, average, so you can see here average is already written there. I can press up, then its recommendation here is B3 to F3, which is not what we want, so you need to change. You can just select what the particular range that we want, and then press OK. Right, so this is the usage of the function library. You can explore it. There are many different ways to use this. We will explore it more in the future, but for now these are the very basic. Okay, another one that we would like to use, okay, is the maximum and minimum. Okay, maximum and minimum, so we would like to know each year which month, what is the maximum usage for the year. Okay, so obviously you can see the formula that we want to use is max. Okay, max, so you just highlight the whole thing and then we can see. Okay, based on a glance, we can see that 1875 is already the max, is memang the maximum. So the maximum usage is 1875. Okay, but we if you want to go and drill into it, look at into each month, it's gonna be very tedious. So by using this function, we can straight away be able to see what is the maximum usage for each month. Now similarly, we can also find the minimum usage. Okay, so the function here is min, minimum, quite quite uh quite straightforward. Okay, and then again we can be able to find, so we can see that the maximum for each year is all about 1819, whereas for the minimum is about 200 something. All right, yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.